I'm Suzanne McNeill, and I have such an exciting product. These are actually reactive metal paints. There is real metal in each one of these jars, so when I add patina, it actually will rust if it's iron, or it'll turn a nice verdigris green if it's brass, bronze, or copper. So I'm just going to give you a little quickie. I like to keep my colors separated. So I have copper on this brush and copper in this can. I'm just going to paint it on this little piece here. And let that dry. Here's my iron brush. So again, I'm just going to paint the iron all over this piece. And I wanted to do this first because the patina takes a little time to react. So now here's the patina. This works on both the copper, I'm just spraying it on, and the iron. So I'm going to have to let that dry, and then we'll come back to those and you'll see how it miraculously changes color because it's actually rusting the metal. So here's a necklace made out of a similar piece. And in the class, we're going to actually mold our own faces out of the epoxy clay, which is the best for this process. Then we're going to paint all of our pieces and patina them to watch them dry. Now let me show you some other pieces. These were also done with the rust and patina. You can see I did him with iron, and I did the actual gourd bowl with the copper. So they turn different colors. Here's a little journal cover that I've done. And then inside, I've actually used metal on the edges of the pages and decorated the pages. Oh, this is so much fun. Here's another gourd. Now this one I did the opposite. On this one I did iron on the background, and I did copper on the little face. So those colors are reversed on this gourd. Oh my goodness, you can do tennis shoes. You could even do an apron. And I've actually washed my apron in the washing machine and it worked just fine. Here's a little wood piece. It actually looks like metal with that color on it. Here's some fabric, little fabric tote bag. This is one with stamps and stencils. Here's another one. This is actually, it's not metal, it's actually paper, just watercolor paper. That some of it I did rust, some of it I did patina, and then we wove it together. Here's another little wood piece, and then canvas in the background. Now this one I wanted to show you some of the textures. These were done with a grid that I put on here so you can see it created texture. This one I put on, and then I smushed it around so that it turned different colors. This one is actually drips of the patina on top of the iron. This one is just the iron with a lot of patina. It actually rusted it. Here's a beautiful heart and a background piece. And look at this heart. This is one of my favorites. This is bubble wrap in the middle. This is bronze over here. Brass on this side and iron on this side. So it's so much fun to do all these pieces. Oh, here's a star. When I started, I just couldn't stop. Again, a large bubble wrap in the background to create a texture. So we're going to work on paper and fabric and a little bit of metal. So let's go back now. Whoops. And look at our pieces. So you can see it's already starting to change here. See, this one is starting to, it's going to turn sort of a greenish color, but it's just starting now. It's sort of olive now, but it'll turn bright green. And this one is rust, and it's still working on that. So we'll come back in just a minute, and I'll show you how those finished. So you can see that it's starting to change color now. In just a minute, I'll show it to you finished. So here's the rust and patina on copper and iron after a few hours. In the book, we're going to do all four metals, copper, brass, iron, and bronze, and work with those, and even some real copper. So you can see how amazing this rust and patina is. Now this is a piece of stretched canvas. So you can see I put rust here, and then some molding paste, some bronze and brass, and then I went into beautiful copper on the inside, so you can work this on all kinds of texture. This is a paper mache heart. You can make anything look like $1 million with these reactive metal paints. And let me just show you this. This is actually a large piece of cloth or canvas that I've treated with the metallic paints. And then, you know, I never like to waste anything, so I can show you how to make the sludge water out of all your leftover paint when you clean your brushes. It's just as beautiful as this, just a different look. And here's a large canvas that I created. So I've mounted 9 small canvases right on this large canvas. And this is actually real metal in the middle, and that same patina will patina that real copper also. So this was just so much fun to make. I hope you'll enjoy the rust and metallics also. I have a great book out all about the rust and patinas, how to use it, how to make it rust better, everything you need to know about the reactive metal paints.